Layoffs, layoffs, layoffs. I don't like layoffs. Layoffs like me. This is the trend of all the tech companies nowadays. Meta has laid off 13,000 employees, Twitter has laid off half of its employees, and now Google. Google came up with certain strategy where managers has to track at least 6% of the low performing employees, and which accounts for 10,000 in number. This happens every year, but only for the 2% employees. This year it is happening to little bit more, not actually little bit. It is happening to 10,000 of its employees. There is no official news as of now, but there is news exploring in all the business editions that Google is going to lay off 10,000 of its employees. For the small companies, it's okay because they have only few clients, and if the clients don't pay them, they have to lay off the employees if the business of the clients don't go well, and it's natural process for the startups and the small companies. But for the top tech companies like Google, why they are going through this? And they are saying that because of the two reasons. Number one, pressure from the investors, and number two, economic slowdown. And next, why didn't they predict economic slowdown? They invest thousands of crores of money every year on data analysis and artificial intelligence, machine learning. They say big things, but they did not predict this economic slowdown. What is the reason? And the reason they are saying for this is that during the pandemic, demand for the tech and the software has gone rapidly high, and they have predicted even after the pandemic this will continue, which does not happen. And they have thousands of employees to analyze, and they did not take a small thing into account that just it, like during the pandemic, it is just a bubble. It will blow up on any day. Very small analysts in YouTube have predicted a few of them, but it's very surprising and shocking that top tech giants like Google has not predicted this. Let's discuss what they have done during the pandemic. And see this data. Google has hired almost 65,000 employees after pandemic has started. They have added the same number of employees from 2014 to 2019. So they have just took 2.5 years to fill the 65,000 employees, which they have taken 6 years to fill that before pandemic. So because of the same reason, they have invested hugely on artificial intelligence, and same has happened with the Facebook. They have invested hugely on Metaverse. And we have seen a lot of news that billions of dollars are going into Metaverse. 5G is coming, and you will be seeing augmented reality. Just after the pandemic, you will be sitting in the augmented reality classrooms. You won't go to offices no more. You will see the parliament in a metaverse real estate. We have heard a lot during the pandemic, and of course non-technical people who don't even understand what is 4G, 5G, and also Metaverse, it's okay that they believed in it, but 5G itself hasn't come. And of course Mark Zuckerberg has said that Metaverse investment, the returns are not going to be very quick. It will take time. He has predicted this. And coming to Amazon, the same thing. Alexa AI, same. Artificial intelligence is a boon in some cases, but it's also a bane in some other cases. Artificial intelligence is not the near future, that is true. And whatever the money these companies they have invested in this, they are not going to come back in the near future, because of which they got the pressure from the investors, economic slowdown added to it, and they have to lay down thousands of its employees. And coming to Twitter, he has laid down almost 50% of its employees, almost like 3,500 people. And now he has opened hiring also. And he's accepting the applications only if people are accepted to do 80 hours per week, which is next to impossible. I don't know what Elon Musk thinks, but it's next to impossible, guys. Like working for 80 hours per week with that focus. Innovation needs focus. Focus needs flexibility. See, without flexibility, there cannot be innovation. I can't say how he has done all that innovation in SpaceX and Tesla, but it is not the same way. At least these tech guys are habituated to. They have habituated to a lot of freedom and flexibility in their offices. And especially these top tech companies like Twitter, Facebook, they have all the facilities. They have good food, sports facilities, and everything. But immediately, if you ask people to do 80 hours per week, come to offices on Saturday, sleep at the office, whatever you do, you have to complete the tasks. This is not the way Facebook, Google, Amazon has grown. I don't know if Elon Musk gets success only in this way, because He is Elon Musk, richest person in the world. He is the person who has developed Tesla and who is the person who has launched private rockets and all. But I am very amateur to talk about it. But the only thing I can say that the way he is dealing with the human resources is not good, and sometimes I just remind of the KGF people when I see few pictures like people sleeping at office. Like I see a lot of pictures regarding this on LinkedIn and also Google. So this is not the way, I guess so. And if this continue, nobody will apply to Twitter at all, and they have a lot of substitutes and they have a lot of other companies which they can work. And nowadays, or even after the pandemic, work-life balance is a priority to a lot of people. And okay, comment down below what you are thinking about these layoffs, guys. Like, this is my point of view. The conclusion I want to say is that they would have predicted, because they have every facility in the world. And one more thing I have to add, that average Google employee gets around 2,95,000 USD, which accounts for 2.41 crores. They can survive even if they get half of that. So in this economic slowdown, let's say you pay half of the salary for next 1 year, it's okay. Like, instead of laying off some 10,000 employees, they are saying low performing employees, but they might be the people who are serving Google or Facebook or whatever the company for a long time. They can pay at least like half of the salary for the next 1 year to all the employees, instead of laying off few other companies. And I have seen few companies personally, instead of going to lay off the employees, they have the pay cuts, they cut the bonuses. Of course, Google has already done cut off of the stock bonus, but I personally feel that they would have executed this instead of at least some half of the employee layoff would have cut down using this technique. This is it for this video, and please like, share and subscribe, and comment down what are your views about these layoffs. And that's it. Let's meet in the next one.